As a professional football analyst, this developing story around Jorginho and Flamengo offers an intriguing glimpse into the dynamics of the transfer market, blending ambition, strategy, and the complexities of a player's career trajectory. Flamengo, one of Brazil's most storied clubs, is clearly flexing its muscle with an aggressive pursuit of the Arsenal midfielder, whose contract is nearing its end. This move signals their intent to bolster their squad with a high-caliber, experienced talent ahead of what could be a transformative period, potentially eyeing the 2025 Club World Cup as a stage to showcase their resurgence. Welcome! We've got some thrilling Arsenal news lined up for you, so stay tuned until the end to catch all the latest updates. And don't forget to leave 300 likes to keep us motivated in bringing you the latest Arsenal updates. Jorginho, at 33, brings a wealth of pedigree. A Champions League winner with Chelsea, a Euro 2020 champion with Italy, and a seasoned Premier League campaigner with both Chelsea and Arsenal. His technical ability, composure under pressure, and knack for dictating the tempo of a game make him a dream signing for a club like Flamengo, whose passionate fanbase craves both flair and success. Returning to Brazil, where he was born before moving to Italy as a teenager, could also represent a poetic homecoming, a chance to cement his legacy in his native land after a glittering European career. However, the plot thickens with competing offers from Arab, Italian, and Japanese teams. The Middle East, likely Saudi Arabia given the region's recent spending spree, offers lucrative financial incentives, something a player in the twilight of his career might find hard to ignore. Italian clubs, perhaps Juventus or Fiorentina, could appeal to Jorginho's deep ties to Serie A, where he honed his craft with Napoli and Verona. Meanwhile, Japan's J-League, known for attracting aging stars with a blend of competitive football and cultural allure, adds another layer of intrigue. Each option presents a different narrative: wealth, familiarity, or a fresh adventure. Flamengo's challenge is twofold. First, they must outmaneuver these rivals, which could hinge on their ability to sell the vision of leading a Brazilian giant rather than just the paycheck. Second, they're up against Mikel Arteta's Arsenal, where Jorginho remains a valuable squad player. Reports suggest Arteta is prepared to fight tooth and nail to keep him, likely valuing his leadership and tactical intelligence in a squad chasing Premier League glory. With nothing signed yet, the Gunners' boss has a window to sway Jorginho, perhaps with promises of more minutes or a contract extension. From a footballing perspective, Jorginho's fit at Flamengo makes sense. The slower pace of Brazilian football could suit his game, allowing his vision and passing range to shine without the relentless pressing of Europe's top leagues. Yet, the financial gap highlighted by past reports of a €10 million offer from Flamengo versus Jorginho's €13 million demand could be a sticking point. For a club balancing ambition with fiscal responsibility, this negotiation will test their resolve. As an analyst, I'd wager Flamengo's chances hinge on timing and emotion. If they can lock in a pre-contract soon, leveraging Jorginho's Brazilian roots and the allure of a starring role, they might edge out the competition. But if Arteta pulls a rabbit out of the hat, or if the Saudi millions prove too tempting, this could slip through their fingers. For now, it's a transfer saga worth watching, a chess match between sentiment, strategy, and cold, hard cash. From my standpoint as Arsenal's manager, I'd say Flamengo's push to snag Jorginho is a bold move, but I'm not about to let one of my key men slip away without a fight. Jorginho's been a proper asset. His experience, his nous, the way he steadies the ship when the pressure's on, it's invaluable to us. We're in the thick of a Premier League title chase, and losing a player of his caliber mid-campaign or even at season's end would be a right kick in the teeth. I respect Flamengo's ambition, but I'd tell their gaffer straight, hands off, mate is ours. My plan's to sit him down, remind him of the unfinished business here, and make sure he knows he's still got a massive role in our squad. That said, I can see why Flamengo's tempting him going back to Brazil. Playing for a club with that kind of history, it's a romantic pull for any lad with roots there. The offers from Saudi, Italy, and Japan? Their noise, too big money, or a comfy return to Serie A might turn his head. But I'd argue we've got something special brewing at Arsenal, and Jorginho's a big part of that. I'd be gutted if he left, not just for his football, but for what he brings to the dressing room: calmness, leadership, a bit of class. My message to him would be clear: Stay with us, Jorgi, let's lift that trophy together before you think about the next chapter. Flamengo can dream, but I'm not letting go easy. As Atletico Madrid sporting director, I'd say Flamengo's move for Jorginho is a shrewd bit of business that shows they're not afraid to think big. From my vantage point, scouting and signing talent across leagues, Jorginho's profile fits a club like theirs to a T, a seasoned playmaker who can orchestrate the game and bring a touch of European Polish to Brazilian football. I've tracked his career since his Napoli days, and his ability to adapt, control the tempo, and deliver in clutch moments is top draw. If Flamengo can land him, they'd be getting a player who's still got gas in the tank and a hunger to prove himself back home, something I'd weigh heavily if I were in their shoes. That being said, I'd tip my hat to the competition. They're facing Saudi clubs flashing cash, Italian sides offering familiarity, and Japan dangling a unique challenge. It's a proper scrap, and Flamengo's got to play it smart. In my experience, a player like Jorginho, at this stage, might lean toward legacy over loot, and that's where they could nick it, sell him the vision of captaining a Brazilian giant into a new era. From a recruitment lens, I'd say it's a gamble worth taking for them, but they'll need to move fast and sharp. If I were advising their board, I'd say, get the deal over the line before the others drown him in offers. Class like his doesn't come around often. In our view, Flamengo's bold chase for Jorginho is a cracking move that could set the Brazilian league alight. The Rio Giants are clearly not mucking about, their swinging for the fences, aiming to bag a proper Premier League star who's got a trophy cabinet bursting at the seams. Jorginho's silky skills and cool head could be just the ticket for a side looking to boss the pitch and give their mad for it fans something to shout about. If they pull this off, it's not just a signing. It's a statement. Flamengo's telling the world they're back in the big leagues, ready to strut their stuff on the global stage, like the Club World Cup. But here's the rub. They've got to convince the lad to swap London's grey skies for Rio's sun, and that's no small ask when Arsenal's gaffer, Arteta, is clinging to him like a lifeline. On the flip side, we reckon Jorginho's got a right pickle on his hands with all these offers flying in. The Arab clubs, probably Saudi outfits, must be dangling a wad of cash that'd make your eyes water, while the Italian sides could tug at his heartstrings with a return to the old country. Japan's a wild card, offering a bit of a jaunt and a decent level of footy to boot. For us, it's a classic head versus heart call. Does he fancy the dosh, the nostalgia, or a new chapter? Flamengo's got the edge with the homecoming angle. Imagine the scenes at the Maracana if he rocks up, but they'll need to stump up more than passion to outbid the rest. We'd love to see him samba his way back to Brazil, but if the Saudi riches or Arteta's sweet talk win out, you can't say the bloke didn't weigh his options proper. What do you lot reckon? Should Jorginho pack his bags for Flamengo's samba vibes or stick with Arsenal's grit? Drop us your 2 pence on whether the Saudi cash or an Italian homecoming might sway him instead. Thanks for watching Arsenal Time. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. Continue following the Gunners' journey with us, and see you in the next video. Come on, you Gunners!